Missions was always the goal after college. I remember listening to missionary testimony and being so enthralled, so encouraged, so encapsulated by the stories and the testimonies people have when they went on adventures with God. And I always wanted my own adventure with God. However, coming into my last semester of college, my mind frame began to shift a little bit. I began to seek money and security as if those values would validate my identity as a man. During this time, I became extremely driven and focused, and I got it into my head I didn't need anybody else's help, which of course was just a facade to mask the fact that I had no idea what I was doing. I did all the right steps. I went to grad school, I got an internship, I made connections, I gained experience, I networked, and when push came to shove, only through divine intervention did I not succeed in completing my goals. Which now, looking back, I'm kind of glad didn't happen. I would have had money and security, but I definitely wouldn't have been happy or fulfilled. I would have been miserable. This supposed failure of mine sent me into an emotional tailspin. I did the next logical thing, and I picked up and moved cities. I wanted a clean start, a clean break, hit the reset button. However, my anxiety and the pressure I put on myself only built and got worse. Until finally, I just remember thinking, I just want to have adventures with God. And then one night, the pressure got so heavy, I just broke completely. I remember saying, God, I surrender everything to you again. I know that you know me better than I know myself, and that your plans for me are better than anything I can scheme and come up with, so I'm going to trust you 100% of the way, and I'm going to follow you wherever you tell me to go. You have to be careful what you pray for, because within a week, my entire reality came crashing in around me. I lost everything, and I had to go back to the one place I didn't want to go, which was back home. But not all was lost, because in that moment, I think God wanted to teach me something about my identity. He wanted to reprogram my brain to think like His. He taught me the value of sonship, about what it means to be a son of God, and have a relationship with the divine on a totally new level, so I could have adventures with Him. Which leads me to the World Race. I've been accepted to go on the World Race. The World Race is a Christian mission trip run by Adventures in Missions that spans 11 months and goes to 11 different countries. I'll be going to 3 different continents, starting in Southeast Asia, with the Philippines, Malaysia, Thailand, and then Cambodia, followed by a skip and a hop over to Southern Africa, where we hang out in Zimbabwe, Zambia, and then ending our Africa trip in Malawi, which is the poorest country in Africa. And the last leg of our race will end in Eastern Europe. We'll hang out in the Ukraine, Romania, and then end our trip in Albania, and then finally in Greece, which is in desperate need of volunteers to help. What the World Race does is it matches the skill sets of their missionaries with Christian organizations in their region who need their help the most. This means I could be working in orphanages, or teaching English, or helping out victims of sex trafficking, or helping out refugees. It all depends what the organizations I'm teamed up with need in the moment. The crazy part about the World Race is it's definitely something I can't do on my own. In order to participate in the World Race, I have to raise over $15,000 to cover a year's worth of expenses, and I can't do that alone. This video is my official invitation for you to be a part of my World Race. There's lots of things you can do besides just contributing financially. First of all, please pray. I'm gonna need as much prayer support as I can get over these upcoming months as I prepare to go on this trip and when I go overseas. You can also subscribe to my blog, calebpauls.theworldrace.org. You can also donate there if you felt led to. You can also share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/thecalebpauls. There I'll be posting live updates about how my race is going, and you'll be able to see firsthand what's happening in my adventures and what God is doing around the world. I'm excited to have my own adventure with God, to put my faith in 100% and follow Him no matter where He takes me and see what adventures follow. I'm Caleb Pauls, I'm 27, and I'm going on the World Race.